I am Sajid Idrisi, a conservation biologist from Natural Heritage Division of INTAC. So here we are today standing at Lodi Garden. So we'll talk a bit about trees. We'll take a tree walk wherein I'll tell you about around 2-3 species of native trees which are there in the Lodi Garden. So Lodi Garden is one of the most popular gardens in South Delhi. It is popular for its Lodi era monuments belonging to 15th and 16th century AD, because of which Lodi Garden is very popular, and also because of its natural features. There are a lot of exotic and native trees and associated biodiversity like birds, butterflies and insects. So there used to be a village here known as Khairpur. So these monuments were built on the Khairpur village. Later in 1936, Viceroy Wellington actually developed it into a garden. So it was inaugurated on 9th April 1936 by Lady Wellington. There is a gate named after her on the northern side on Amrita Shergill Marg, a wrought iron gate actually with stone pillars. It was later renamed after independence as Lodi Garden because of its natural and archaeological importance. It has a lot of tree species, around 210, and more than 4,000 trees are there. And they also developed sections gradually, like bamboo area. A lake is also there on the northern side. A glass house for indoor plants was also developed. There is a rose garden. So, and there is also a butterfly garden. So, smaller habitats like these were developed gradually. Now it is very much popular among natural enthusiasts, heritage professionals. A lot of national and international tourists, they come here. It is comparatively more popular. A lot of joggers also come here. So this is right about the garden, and now we'll talk a bit about native trees. So we are standing on the southern part of the garden. Across there is Lodi Road. So we are standing in front of a very special tree which is known as Buddha coconut tree. There is not any association with the Buddha as such, but with the coconut, because the fruit of this tree looks very much similar to the coconut. So that's why it is known as Buddha coconut tree. The tallest tree of the garden, with a height of around 35 meters. The tree is native to India and common across Indian subcontinent. In India, it is actually found in the southern part of the country, like Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Because of its height and beautiful foliage, it is also used as an avenue tree. And it also has medicinal properties. The bark and the leaves, they have got medicinal properties and generally used for treating skin ailments and minor wounds. So we are now standing in front of the Pilkhan tree, which is fig actually. They are generally known as figs. So other figs are peepal, gular, banyan. So these trees are they belong to the genus Ficus. So they are very important for the forest ecosystem, for places like these manicure gardens, because they are actually keystone species. Keystone species are those which provide food and habitat to many other organisms like birds, insects, reptiles, butterflies. So they get their food from their fruits, which are round shaped generally. So Pilkhan is one of the most beautiful tree, which is also used as an avenue tree because of the beautiful foliage. And one of the most distinguished characteristic of this tree is it change the color of its foliage in March, which actually change from green to rusty purple to red. just 10 days before, it was a rusty purple and red. It was beautiful. Now it has changed its color. So, other important feature, it has aerial roots which tend to wrap around its stem, so it can be easily identified. And so people, Gular, Banyan, Pilkhan, they are very good for places like these, manicured gardens, because they are important for birds and various other organisms. Standing in front of Putranjiva tree, which is a medium moderate sized tree. It has a very good foliage and provides very good shade. You can see the bench is placed under the tree. So, and it is easily identified by the shape of its leaves, which are actually long drooping branchlets. Interesting fact about the tree is its name, which is Putranjiva, or it is also known as child life tree, because it is believed that it saves the life of the children and save them from the diseases. So in 1826, William Rosberg, a British naturalist, he noted from Madras, which is Chennai now, that parents there used to bring the seeds and wrap them around the neck of their children to save them from various diseases and ailments. So from there it got its name as a child life tree, or I would say child life saving tree. So in Hindi it is Putran Jiva. Putran means children and Jiva means life. It grows well on the moist areas, actually on the alluvial soil, along the river banks, water bodies and evergreen forest. It has also got medicinal properties, and it is believed to be anti-inflammatory, analgesic and antipyretic. So its bark and leaves, they are also used on the swollen throat of mammals, and the leaves are also used as fodder. So in Delhi, Racecourse Road, where the PM lives, is a dedicated avenue of Putranjiva. So you can see the entire lane of Putranjiva trees there. The garden has large number of trees belonging to various species. You can see here it is mango. There is a jamun patch over there, and there is Kanak Champa trees over there, and this is babool, this is pilkhan, and you can also see some eagles flying across this landscape. And in the evening we generally see a lot of bats crossing this part of the garden. So it is a beautiful habitat in the urban city like Delhi. Standing in front of the butterfly corner, which has got the species which provide food and habitat to the butterflies. So if you live around the Lodi Garden or nearby the Lodi Garden or anywhere in South Delhi, you must come and visit the garden, because it has got large number of tree species and also other plants. So, and gradually you would understand the connection between various species and how they are dependent on these trees.